Greetings, welcome to the Medium channel. In tonight's video, we're going to talk all about the 1111 portal and what that means. This year's 1111 portal has special qualities that we're going to discuss this evening that makes it even more powerful and why that is. We're going to talk about messages that are coming through, special exercise or two to do for this energy, and we'll discuss the numeric portal and why it's so powerful. So let's talk a little bit about the astrology and numerology. So if you're watching as a video, I'd like to give the live people a minute or two to get their notifications. Let me grab my water. Hold on. I'm definitely going to need this, and then we'll get going here. So I'll say a few quick hellos. Most of you are going to be watching this as a video because it is Friday night at 8 p.m. So I'm not expecting a ton of live people, but people catch up. I hope we're all doing well. There's been a lot of energy. You've probably been feeling this, and the 1111 portal and all the portals, they start before the date, and it's going to carry on for a little while also. So we're coming to the peak of it. So there's a lot of significance. It's also Veterans Day, and as somebody messaged me to remind me, not that I needed to remind me, I told her that, well, if I don't mention it's Veterans Day, my dad in spirit, who's a World War II vet's going to hit me over the head. So happy Veterans Day to those of you that are veterans, that have veterans in the family, or they just honor our men and women of service. So thank you for that also. So let me say my hellos. Glad they're going to be on because I got a lot of notes. I do these from my notes. I'm not going to do too much interaction with the chat, but you guys feel free to talk amongst yourselves. Hi Suzette, hi Lulabelle, Linda, and hi Colleen and Doreen of Children's School of Yoga. Welcome Elisa and Pandora and Suzette and Brooke and Anna and Darlene and Horses. And I think if I miss anybody, I apologize. Hi Stony Throws and Hudson Valley Pretzels, Bavarian. Welcome Jelly. Did I say jelly? Welcome Shelly. I need more water. That's what that means. More water. And Lulabelle saying I'm a veteran of life. Well, I am too, though. I never served in the military, but I guess we're all veterans to that degree. So, anyways, let's get started. People that come in late, this uploads as a video as soon as we're done, and then people can catch up with it. So I have a lot of stuff in notes. So anyways, one or two announcements first up. Tomorrow night at 7 p.m. on 11/11, we're going to do some frequency channeling with the master teachers to really step into these portals and really activate those energies, because it's all about awakening. 11's about elevation and awakening, right? It's same prefix as elevator, 11. So we're going to be doing that so that we can step seamlessly into these very powerful portals that are going to assist us in our spiritual growth and evolution, and the ability to connect more with spirit or the quantum field, and intensify its beneficial effects. So first thing on the agenda is sorry for the person that's talking about being very depressed. So maybe this will help. Maybe this will help to uplift you. And depression and anxiety sometimes is a sign that things are being released from deep in the subconscious. So just to add that. So what exactly is the portal and why is it so powerful? So I'm going to read from my notes because I have them. So if you think that this whole 11/11 belief, this is what I wrote in my notes, started to get really strong after the advent of digital clocks where you could actually see 11/11. You're not that far off. There's more to it than that, but you're not that far off, because part of the power is in the collective consciousness. So when you get a bunch of people believing the same thing, it becomes more powerful. Now, again, there's more to it than that. I use that example sometimes for Mercury retrograde. I mean, there's always been an effect, but the more people that know about it, the stronger the effects are. That's how consciousness works. We're connected to the cosmos are connected to us. Numbers, basically, they're more than just math. Numbers give us an indication of how the universe works, how the universe functions. Yeah, my lights always blink when I do these. Always, always, always. Um, and so there's that. So there's the power of collective belief. So that's one of the reasons that it's so powerful. And the truth is that what you access through the portal always has and always will be there. It's a gateway. So all the portals, there's different numerical portals during the course of the year. There's the 8-8 portal on August the 8th, the Lionsgate portal. Some of them are astrological, some of them are numeric. As the sun, the earth circles the sun, it goes through areas of high energy and low energy. So that's part of it. Now, 11, the number 11 is, like I said, it's about elevate. And what do we have with 11? We have two ones, right? And that can be symbolic of duality and also reflection. Now, 11, although it's a master number, you don't reduce it. It still is a 2, which is lunar ruled, and the moon reflects. So it's got those qualities. So the ones represent reflection, duality, but the space in between the ones, that's like a portal. That's like a gateway, if you will, into the void, or the level of non-existence, or the quantum field. They're kind of interchangeable in a way. It's a very powerful numerology also for overcoming challenges in life. And in Chaldean numerology, the number 11 is the lion's muzzle and clenched fist. That's the symbol. And in the tarot, in the old tarot, key 11 was the strength card that has the line on it with the lion tamer above the line and the infinity sign. Now, in modern tarot, key 11 became key 8 and key 8 became key 11, but it's still relevant for that. Now, so did I catch everything there? Yeah. Now, 1111, now you have 4 ones. You have 4 pillars. These 4 pillars can represent the 4 watchtowers, or the 4 direction, or the 4 directional angels, like Archangel Raphael, Michael, Gabriel. I've had a long day if my brain isn't working. Gabriel and Uriel. So we have Archangel Raphael to the east, Michael to the south. So Raphael's of air, Michael's of fire. Gabriel's to the west is of water, and Uriel to the north that is of earth. So it's the 4 pillars. So the number 4 plays in, just like the number 2 played in with 11. Now the number 4 plays in. Number 4 is Uranus ruled, and it's really about a couple things. It's about the structure, because 4 has that earth quality, like the box. But Uranus likes to blow things up. It likes surprises, and it's very evolutionary and revolutionary. So you have that Uranus higher mind energy that interacts with that. Now, the 3 spaces, they're not just one portal now, but there's 3 portals. And those 3 portals symbolize or represent the what is it called? The different levels of non-existence, or the 3 aspects of non-existence. That's from the Kabbalah. That's in the Tree of Life. I forgot the names of them, but there's the 3 levels of non-existence that then it becomes existence. So I wrote this down. The 3 spaces are the level of non-existence. Okay. So when you embody the balance between the existence and non-existence. So again, your non-existence, what's that? The void, or that energetic soup that reality came from. So when you're able to, what's the right word? Balance and integrate both existence and non-existence. When you're able to do that, that's when you access the quantum field, or that field of, or the realm of spirit, that realm where all possibilities already exist. So when you're able to find that balance and be in both existence and non-existence simultaneously, that is when you are in the quantum field, at least the way that I see it in my level of thinking about that. And What would we right here? When you embody the balance between this and non, all right. So we said that, but we'll talk a little bit more about that later. So we're on page 3. So why is this year's 1111 portal more powerful than usual? You might ask. They're always powerful. There's always going to be special qualities every year. I said something similar last year. Yes, I admit it. But check this out. 11/11/2023. Now you don't reduce 11 to numerology. So 11 plus 11 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3 equals 29. What does 2 plus 9 equal? 11. So it's almost like an 11/11 with an extra 11 thrown in. So every 10 years, when you have that numerology, then it's even more powerful. Another little interesting astrological tidbit is that Mars and Uranus are in opposition tomorrow on 11/11. I mean, they're in opposition now, but they come into a direct opposition tomorrow at 21 degrees of their respective signs. So we have Mars in, where's Mars? In Scorpio and Uranus in Taurus. So they're in the fixed signs, they're in opposition. 21 is a 3 in numerology. So it adds expansion and adds spirituality. Now, again, Uranus is highlighted with 11/11 because that's 4's guiding influential number. So again, this is going to have the power to create a lot of change, a lot of evolution, maybe even a little bit more than on average. So that's something to also keep in mind. So, and 21 brings a lot of growth, expansion, a lot of spirituality. Now, the moon will be in Libra, but it'll move into Scorpio. So both Libra and Scorpio are going to be in play tomorrow, on 11/11 as well. So there we go. We're already on page 4. So where are we? Am I missing some notes? Yes, I am. Let me see where that ran off to. Here we go. Okay, I'm back with you. Oh, what exactly is the portal? All right. So number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and I don't remember what number 1 is. So I'm gonna find that piece of paper right quick for you, or not. Okay, you know what it is. Okay, it's all coming back to me now. What I just described is point number 1 of the 5 things that we need to know about this. What exactly the portal is and why it is. So number 2 was why this year's is even more powerful. So I didn't lose anything other than my mind here. All right, moving right along. So point number 3. So those are the first 2 things to know. Point number 3 is that this energy benefits and strengthens law of attraction or manifestation work. It's very powerful. It's easier to access the quantum field, that field of energy or that field of blending of existence and non-existence, where all possibilities already exist. So if you do law of attraction work on around the 11th, manifestation work, visualizations, always when you do law of attraction work, remember, you are present in the moment. You are grateful for that present moment. You feel your heart open and expanding in gratitude for nothing else than the now. Everything's perfect right now. Like I'm needing some dental work. I've had tooth pain. Doesn't take away from the perfection of this present moment if I'm personally in pain. So I go into that. It's perfect. And then in my mind, whatever I desire, I make that so real in my mind. I can see it. I can smell it. I can feel it. I experience it. And I'm grateful for that present moment. I make my dream the present moment, and I'm grateful for that. If you're able to do that, add a little bit of heart-brain coherence to that. That's expanding the heart, allowing the heart and the brain to blend, and feeling super grateful. It's going to have tremendous power. And let me see what I wrote down also. Easier to access the quantum field during this time. Manifestation work intensifies, especially if you learn how to enter the field. Okay, we just talked about that, didn't we? As you open the 11/11 doorway, it opens doors in the physical too, and crazy synchronicities happen. So if you work with this energy, and you do it correctly, that's when amazing portals open in the physical, and you get those wild synchronicities that we talk about. And the effects of the work that you're doing now is going to manifest over the course of 40 days. So keep that in mind also. So very, very beneficial. Double down on your manifestation work, whatever it is that you wish to create in your life. Again, work on it, make it real. And of course, add your tools. Affirmations are great. Scripting, mental rehearsal, vision board, all your tools. You can definitely work with that. But the main thing is really being able to blend heart and brain, being able to really step through those portals and create your reality from that level that created everything. You get a boost on 1111 with that. Okay, so point number 4. um, and, excellent for shadow integration work. We are in Scorpio season, so this is every year. So remember, 11 is overcoming of the lower nature. And what is shadow work? I wouldn't call it the lower nature, but our subconscious shadows are those things that are hidden. Usually they're traumas, they're suppressed fears, the experiences, programming, and whatnot. And when they're suppressed, they don't go anywhere. They just go inward, and they vibrate from within, and they create unhealthy patterns. Basically, they hijack the emotions, the survival based emotions, and it can really stop you dead in your tracks. So so also another aspect of that is with the shadow work integration, you can step into those portals of non-existence, and then you can work on healing the shadows that way. Also, you can access shifting timelines. So there's there's a lot of that kind of energy going on, like the Mandela effects, things like that. Temporal displacements are likely to get stronger. And again, this is a portal, and the energies are going to continue to build after 1111 also. And shadows in the collective also get greater exposure. So things that are shadows in the collective fields and how that manifests in society are getting more exposure also. And the idea is, when you shine the light of awareness on a shadow, it's no longer a shadow. It's only a shadow when it's hidden, when it's dark. So we want to embrace the dark side of our nature because it's our survival instincts. Survival can be ugly business, but we cannot feel guilty or shameful for having that. But rather, we want to shine the light of awareness on it, and we want to heal these shadows, integrate them into the totality of our spirit. Because the way that we're conditioned and programmed, we want to negate anything that we perceive as being bad or negative or immoral or whatever. So we suppress it, and then it just messes with us and creates unhealthy patterns. So this is an excellent time to really work on shadow integration work. We have several videos here on the channel. There will be a new one next Thursday, by the way, also. And what else did we write down? Society tumbles down. All right, well, that's kind of lovely. but when society tumbles down, it's a big phoenix experience, and that leads us into point number 5, or the blessing number 5 about this, is that this 1111 energy this year is really about a collective phoenix experience, or an initiation, depending on what word or how you want to take that. I want to say. So first and foremost, this will catalyze awakening on a mass level. So more and more people have been awakening, and that trend is continuing. And this is going to catalyze, throw more energy into the collective awakening. So more and more people are going to start to realize, oh wow, everything's energy. I'm not my body. I just have a body. I'm spirit. It's not intellectual. It's just a knowing. When you have a true spiritual awakening, it's just a knowing, because you start to perceive things more from your spirit and less from your ego, and you start to see things more the way that they truly are. So those who are evolved, okay, what did I say? First and foremost, this will catalyze awakening on a mass level. Those who are evolving but haven't yet shifted into multidimensional awareness quite yet may have their phoenix experience. So sometimes, in an initiation, it's a tearing down to rebuild. It's a symbolic death to a rebirth. It's a Scorpio season. Something needs to die in order to be reborn. Also, with new awakening, you gain access to new guides, new angels, new gifts. Because what's happening is that in this portal energy, new streams of information are penetrating the earth veils and penetrating the veils of the human collective. And sometimes that's perceived as new guides or angels. I mean, guides and angels are part of collective consciousness anyway, part of the totality of who we are anyway. If this is you, so what would I say? If this is you, as far as like having new access to guide, or that you are having that kind of an experience, it will pass, and you'll receive your initiation. So again, initiation is often it's a rebirth. Basically, the old dies and a new you gets reborn. Often when we have initiations, our perceptions change, our friends change, what we gravitate towards change, what we want to study and learn changes, because we've let something go in order for something greater to be reborn within ourselves. Now, this is going to happen on a global level also. So the global teardown that we're experiencing, the teardown to rebuild, or the breakdown to breakthrough, as I like to call it, will get a boost. Changes will start to accelerate. So that's something to understand and to keep in mind. So there's also one or two exercises. There's one that I wrote down, so that's the one that I want to talk about, that you can work with now, and continue to work with as we go further out in time past 11:11. And I'm calling this the three portal meditation. So basically, you would go into meditation, you'd visualize the 11:11 in front of you. You want to open your heart and feel the energy of that. So, you can learn more about numbers and numerology by actually allowing yourself to blend with the energies of the numbers and experience it that way. And when you do that, what do you feel? And stuff like that. So visualize that. And within those four pillars, the four archangels, the four watchtowers, there's three portals, or three doorways, as it were, into either multi-dimensional existence, or the blending of non-existence or existence, or whatever you want to call it. Now, the left portal, so in this meditation, you're going to want to either step into all three of them, or do separate meditation where one of them that you step in. How do you step in? Well, the first thing you do is you get really, really relaxed. So you get present, open your heart, feel your heart and brain blend, feel that blending with spirit, feel or see the four pillars of the 11:11 in front of you, see those doorways, and you step in the first one. And the first thing you do is you gauge how you feel. So as soon as you step in, you can visualize or imagine it, or do both. As soon as that happens, what do you feel? Do you feel uplifted? Do you feel cold, warm? Do you feel happy, sad? So access that. And then go into the center, and then go into the right. Now, each one has special significance. The left is going to be more connected to the past. So the left portal is available information that's been available to you already, but you may not be aware of it. So this is going to give you insights into things that part of you already knows, or part of that's available to you. And this will be around your spiritual growth, your personal growth, maybe finding your life calling in New Earth, because that's what the transition's about. So the center one is the beauty of the now moment. So when you step into the center portal, you're in the present, and there's so much happening every millisecond. There's so much happening. We have 15 trillion cells in our body. Each second, when cells are dying, new cells are being reborn. So much happens in an instant. So when that middle one, you really step into that sweet spot of the present moment. That's a Joe Dispenza expression, by the way. You step into that sweet spot, and from there you can really manifest your reality again. And then the right when you step in the right, you step into information that's not yet available in the collective. So that's more about the future. Again, I use these terms past, present, and future loosely because all time really happens in the now. So when you step into the right, you step into information that's not yet available in the collective, but accessible through the doorway. And you may have prophecies or you may have insights about yourself. So that's basically, an exercise that they were doing. They're also saying to do more of your heart brain coherence work. And we'll have a video available on the pinned comment for that. Yeah, by the way, speaking of which, if you like what we do on the Medium channel and want to dive deeper into it, we have a Patreon community called Spirit Mind Family where we have lots of exclusive content to do more in-depth frequency channeling, stuff like that. That'll be up there also. So I have some divination cards too. I just wanted to, because I feel like there's another exercise that I didn't write down that they wanted me to do. So I'm going to see while I'm drinking my water if they pop that into my brain. Doing that, they're saying not really. This is enough, but also, again, to do your shadow work. Maybe I could throw out the flame technique. I've taught this one before, and it's on one or two of my videos. But sometimes you just need to kind of separate from the collective a little bit. And what you do is you gaze into the center of a flame. This is good for shadow integration work also. And then you gaze into it in your mind, you step into the flame and you allow the fire to be kind of the barrier between any negative energies that are trying to reach us from the outside, negative aspects in the collective. A lot of people carry entities or spirits that are messing with them, because when we have, and what we attract physically, law of attraction, not just about what you attract physically, it's what you attract spiritually also. So thank you, Stony Throws. Thank you for that. Blessings. And of course, all donations go to support this channel. Blessings to you. Um, so so when you step in, so where was I? I've got to get that thought back. I saw the gold on my screen. I was like, cool, I like the color gold. All right. So we're stepping into the flame, right? And so when you step in, again, we're just kind of separating from. Oh, okay. Now I'm back. That law of attraction is not just what you attract physically, what you attract. I mean, it is what you attract energetically, and then over time you attract a physical match. But depending on your prevailing thoughts and the emotions, can attract different entities or energies. And a lot of people carry entities. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's kind of normal when you start to clear the shadows. You clear them also. But they're saying that this is going to help. This is a really good time to clear any negative, not just negative programs, but negative spirits or energies or entities that are attracted to your shadows, that are supporting your shadows, messing with your light, basically. So in any event, so there's a couple of things to do that. So I wanted to do a couple of divination cards also. So I have my my what are these called? Sacred Geometry cards here by Lan, I believe is the author. So this will give us the frequency to focus more on in this 1111 portal. And the one that I pulled here, or I'm pulling now, is Coherence. What a coincidence. So in any event, the frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. So you can gaze upon the image inside of here if you like, and that'll give you the energetic resonance of that frequency. But also, I think it's a reminder to double down on doing heart brain coherence. And again, I'll flash my latest video on that, shortly. But coherence, awesome. So that's the frequency to work on, creating coherence yourself. And hearts are coherent when they're feeling love, gratitude, appreciation, compassion. That's what hearts do when they're feeling fear, or dread, they go into incoherence. Um, and that's basically it's a survival mechanism. There's nothing wrong with fear. It might save your life one day, or even anger or that, but it can bring the heart out of coherence. So once your survival episode's over, if you're being chased by a tiger, what happens when your heart goes incoherent, you basically, your brain gets very hyper focused on the physical right now in order to help you to survive, basically. But you don't want to be in that state, and definitely you want to just be in that when you're in a survival situation. So focus on that. And I wanted to also pull um this is Kyle Gray's Angels and Ancestors deck. So this is my angel message for today also. Very good. All right, so let me just clear my mind a second. The people that came on late, if you don't know, when this is done, it uploads as a video. You can go back to the beginning. Let me clear my mind a second. Here we go. This is the card. Okay, now I have to clear my mind again. Here we go. This is it. Definitely. Okay, I got the vibe. So we got Fire Guardian. Cool. We like fire, right? Ignite your passions. So, where's Doreen? She can give us because she studies with Kyle Gray. So I'm trying to just get the feeling or flavor of this card. Let's see. I think it's really self-explanatory. I think part of the energy here is, as you meditate and go within, maybe also set the intention to really find either what's your next move in, if you've already found your calling, so to speak, or to be able to ask spirit, what's my next step, what's going to bring me that. And I feel like they're saying also to do more with like fire, working with fire. We were just talking about a meditation with fire, but another thing that you can do is just visualize the fires burning around you, burning all impurity to negativity. But also fire is the element of passion, and within the word compassion you have passion also. So that's another thing to keep in mind. So having passion is really what drives you forward in life, and what motivates you to keep going and to keep creating. So there's a very creative force that's involved here that you're meant to be tapping into at this time. And this 1111 portal will help you to discover higher aspects of your own creative forces, and give you that extra oomph to follow through on things that you may have pulled back on, or you may feel like you need to get into. I'm also feeling like this is a good time, well, for purging and cleansing, as we talked about, but also for getting into some new exercise routines or stuff like that. And burning desires leads to expansion, passions. Thank you for that ad also. And basically that's what I got for you guys. So let me see. Tomorrow is 11/11. So we're going to do very powerful frequency channeling. We're going to step into the portals together, work with the master teachers that work with frequencies, and they're going to work to elevate our frequencies so that we can step deeper into the portals and receive more information, and receive more uploads or downloads, I guess would be the proper word, from spirit, and more information. And also, I feel like they're saying, as I'm talking, this is going to help a lot of us to heal, and a lot of us to clear things that have been interfering with our health and well-being. So we're going to do that. What else is coming up? Sunday's tarot time. Monday's the new moon. I'm If I can, I'm going to get together a new moon forecast on Sunday also. And then Monday, Heather Istara and myself are going to team up and do new moon activations here on the Medium channel. And I guess that's it. I always feel like there's something I'm forgetting, and I'll remember when I'm done. But anyway, that's what I've got. So thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks for being part of this. Yes, beautiful guitar. Feel warm in the moment. Yes, grateful for you also. Many thanks to you as well, Suzette. Uh, Parasitic infections are absolutely gone. Yes, absolutely. Yep. All right. Love you all. See you next time.